Welcome back, bitches, bros, and non-binary hosts, the Band of Misfits Podcast, the showcase of controlled chaos we call our friendship. I'm at you live from the Daytona. Sorry.
Panda's driving. Okay,
My
continuing.
partner's driving.
Panda's partner is driving, yes. Anyway, Muse, please catch the audience up on what you were just saying before I continue to argue with you about it.
Okay, to sum it up briefly, Shiota has been asking me to hem up some pants, and I worked on that, and I had to do some measurements, and in doing so, I had to get around his legs, and it was awkward, and then I might have
Specifically his
complimented
thighs.
his thighs, and I might have complimented him on his calves, and now Wolf is having a hissy fit because
That is my work, hubby. Stay away. Those calves are mine. You got rings to prove it. Back off.
Where have you been, huh?
This
Listen.
week on the Young and the
You know what
I've
the
been
worst
around.
part?
This
You
week
know
on
what
the
the
Gay
worst
and the
part
Wrestling.
is? You know what the worst part is? My dad's in the bonus room, which is right next to my room, and I think he's listening to this conversation and going, I don't want to know. He can't hear everything I'm saying. I'd like to point out he hasn't come in here. I don't think he actually wants to know. But anyway, no, my work, hubby, back off.
Hey, you're like the father who went to the gas station to get milk.
I am not. Ouch.
Where have you been then, huh?
Busy. I'm getting this little thing called a master's degree. Something you don't have.
Yeah, because I don't want to die.
Yeah, well, you're the one that chose art as your degree, so.
And so many
differences.
regrets. Do we
Yeah,
want to
she's
go
got a
down
lot of
this
regrets.
path of me wishing I never did that?
No, let's go back to arguing. Yeah, Shiota was very uncomfortable during the entire measurement. Apparently, he kept leaning away from Muse, and Muse was like, "Stop! You're just dragging this out. Like you're making this worse. Like I have to do these measurements, dude. Stop moving. You cannot do this."
Oh yeah, no, and I had pins. And I was trying to pin the clothing around his ankles. And I'm like, don't move unless you want me to stab you.
And also, yeah, he's gonna get stabbed if he tries to move.
Yeah, yet he's leaning away. I'm like, after a certain point, it's like, okay, dude, stop now. And he stops. Yeah, but he because of his job, he pushes up carts all the time, and he has to like use his legs. His calves are very muscular and strong, and so are his arms.
My calves used to be like that.
Dude, I went to.
His arms are good.
Yes, they are. He was modeling tank tops the other day. Nice.
Modeling? Oh.
Well, because he ordered tank tops and they came in, and I sent pictures, and he said, "Do you want me to model them, though?" And I said, "Yes, I do." I said, "I'm thinking." I said, "I know he said it as a joke, but yes, I do. I do want him to model." So yes. So yes, let me admire my work hubby's physiques. Y'all admire
I get
me
to
when
be
I wear
up in
tank tops. Yeah, she got to be up close and personal with him.
Yeah, something that you sadly aren't able to do because you're never around.
Oh, here we go.
You are testing me, child. You are. Ooh.
So the name of this episode.
Welcome back this week when Muse gets kicked off the podcast.
Oh man.
Muse is gonna get kicked. Muse is really trying to get kicked off this podcast.
Sorry, can't hear you. You're too far away.
Okay, and let's see. Where's that button? Oh, look. I can disconnect you. I can time you out, kick you, and ban you. Which would you prefer?
Okay, then it's just you and the panda. Thesis, you want to do that?
Me and the crazy lady? Yeah.
I'll have you know I am delightful company.
Oh, now you're saying off Panda. You as well on Earth.
No, I'm just saying it's better with 3 people, not 2.
I suppose that is true, but Josh is here.
I'll say he's there, so technically there's 4 of us.
Okay, but he can barely hear us.
Okay.
Regardless, you are coming in hot. You are really pushing to get out of this.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Come back next week. We're holding auditions to replace Muse.
See, I never wanted to do this in the first place.
Ouch! Panda, she doesn't love us.
I just like your work hubby.
Remember that time I drove?
You're lagging. You lagged. All we heard was remember that time.
I know. It was that. Do you remember the time? All right.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember? Okay, so do you remember that time I drove 7 hours to come to your art show? You disrespect me like this?
It's true, and she struggled too. It was a struggle, Muse. How dare you? She came right from work to your art show.
I drove 7.5 hours to your art show.
She had to deal with traffic.
3 closed off roads and a dead end.
Muse muted. Muse muted herself. Oh, she's unmuted.
Yeah, don't have anything to say, do we? The disrespect.
There's no disrespect to you. Okay, there is no hate towards you. I greatly appreciate you. It's all towards Wolf.
Excuse me. I also went to said art show and booked us a hotel room for your art show. And not only that, in a few weeks we're going back up to where your school was to hang out. And I booked us a hotel room there too. What's this about appreciation?
Your father did it.
Yeah, but he did it under my name, and I can go on and cancel it anytime I want.
And you won't do that to your work hubby now, would you? Because he's the one that suggested it.
Yeah, but I can just not pick you up.
God, this hard.
That's fine. That means it's just a higher price for you for that hotel.
I don't care. I got a raise. I don't care. I got a raise, but I don't know what my raise is.
So you want to screw over
I got a raise, but I don't know. Long story short, guys, I got a raise at work, but I don't know what it is. Because I didn't know what I was...
You don't know what?
All they said was you got a raise. They didn't say anything else.
About this. You take your hours in the paycheck and divide it. It's not that hard.
I know, but that involves actually, looking it up.
That involves doing math, Muse.
Oh my fucking god, you two.
Give me a minute. Let me pull up the calculator in my hours for last week. Oh, and let me pull up my bank account so I can see what I made last week.
It is the most basic math in the freaking world.
I know, but I've got to pull up so many tabs just to do it.
Oh no, such a shame.
Well, that wasn't the password for my bank account. There we go. Was that it? Yeah, I got the password right.
Oh my god. I just have it on Face ID.
Why do I feel like 3,000 of my dollars are gone?
Did you move them into your savings and forget about it? I do that sometimes.
No, I think I had to pay. I had to send it back. Oh, because it was a refund I had gotten for federal aid. Why can't they just let us keep it? I'm still $800 richer.
See, this is why I'm glad that I have to wait 3 years to get my master's, so that I have enough money in the bank to just pay it outright.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my payroll for last week. No, how many hours did I work? Let's pull up the thingy.
I'm so glad I'm salaried. Don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you! Lucky you! Good for you! Also, I'm so glad Doc's back because he's finally approving all of the days off and stuff that I asked. He's going through and approving all of them. I woke up to him approving 90% of them.
I was like, who the hell is Doc when you asked me to write a review for the Batman movie? I was like,
yeah. By the way, the reason I'm calling him the reason I'm not afraid of saying that that's his name is because that's actually not his actual name. That's just the nickname.
Well, Doc.
I'll say when he got
this
this.
Doc is a dwarf.
Exactly.
And we got.
I'll say exactly. Whose name is that?
There it is. Right.
Okay.
But yes, I did see the Batman over last weekend, and it was lovely. Excellent film. Really, if you are on the fence about, it's probably gonna. There it goes.
Like, it looked like it was the first good Batman movie in a while.
In a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got a $1 pay raise.
I wasn't. Well, I wasn't the biggest. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Nolan Batman films. I liked the one with Joker, but I did not really enjoy Begins and Dark Knight Rises. To be honest,
I'm gonna be honest. Batman movies are just way too predictable at this point. They've been predictable for so long. I don't enjoy any of them.
Yeah,
literally, I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, and then this will happen. It happens, and then this is gonna happen next.
There were some twists in there that I was not ready for. Not gonna lie, and that hasn't happened to me in a Batman movie in a long time.
Oh, he loved your review, by the way. He was sitting there reading it, like smiling the entire time.
Yeah, but he was like, I hope, like, I am always like, but yeah, I'm genuinely always anxious going into Batman movies because
Of its history.
Because of the history, because they always use the same villains and they always use the same plot points, but
which is why I don't watch them, because they're just predictable.
But this one was good, and I was glad that the main villain was not Joker or Bane or anyone like that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
What?
I said, oh, thank God. It's always them.
It's always them. I was glad it was Riddler. This one, mild spoiler, but.
No, dude, I love Riddler. He's like my favorite Batman.
And
he's the most underrated villain.
I enjoyed the interpretation they did of him in this particular one, where he's kind of like a Jigsaw-like villain in this one. Which
I read your review. That's what you said.
Yeah, I would definitely say that was a somewhat accurate interpretation of a way I would have loved to see Riddler's character go a little bit earlier on, but that it took some time, but we finally got there, and I'm glad to see that they did.
I will admit, what Batman was it? I think it was not Batman and Robin, but the one before that when they introduced Robin in the old films. I liked that Riddler too.
Yes, I would agree. I was impressed by that. I said this in the review that I wrote to you. I really liked Zoe Kravitz. I thought she did a great job as Catwoman.
Yes, I had to explain to my. I had to explain to my coworker that you were very bisexual. Because he gave me a look and he was like, why does she sound like she's simping for her?
I'm simping for Zoe Kravitz. It's all right.
That's what I did. That's what I told him. I said, "Oh, trust me, she's totally simping for her. She's very bisexual."
I love Zoe Kravitz, but in all honesty, I like Anne Hathaway too, and I didn't particularly enjoy her as Catwoman. So
No, I thought it was a weird choice for Catwoman.
It was a very strange choice. She is not the person I would pick to play Catwoman, and I found this out recently.
Hi, Shiota. We're talking about Catwoman.
I was gonna say that apparently Zoe Kravitz had auditioned for Catwoman. Oh, apparently Zoe Kravitz auditioned for Catwoman in the original, in the Nolan films, actually. But he told her that she couldn't play Catwoman because she was too urban, which is code for oh no, you're black, you can't play Catwoman. Basically.
Well, here's the differences in times. Nowadays, people don't give a crap about it.
Because it's dumb, and she's a way better Catwoman than Anne Hathaway was. like I would prefer someone that seems like first of all, too like I said, too urban is just code for I don't want a black woman playing this role. But Catwoman literally grows up in the grime of the city, so I don't see how that's even relevant.
I'll say it's really not, especially because it's a city. It's like an urban center.
So, if you're genuinely saying she has too much of genuinely she seems like she comes from the inner city. That's Catwoman is from the inner city.
I'll say that's literally who she is.
That's not even a valid argument.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I never understood the argument.
Lovely. But anyway, my point is, I really enjoyed her, and I think that she thinks justice where it makes sense, And Robert Pattinson, when he puts that Batman mask on, his jawline, crazy. He looks like he was made to wear that mask. It looks like we're talking Batman. We're talking Batman animated series jawline. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, Muse. Yeah, I go. Ooh, you get on me, and then no. She continues talking. Ooh. Yeah.
Shut up. You have a work hubby. I don't.
Gay.
You admired my work hubby styles.
Somebody put. Somebody put the subtitles on that as gay swoon. Oh man.
Swoons in gay.
Swoons and gay. Yeah, it was good. He was good. Man.
I might have told Shiota what we were talking about in the first beginning.
Oh my gosh. Is that why he's not joining again? It is.
That's why he joined immediately, and then when you said we're talking about Catwoman, he hopped off.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't have an app.
Okay, well. Sorry. I should have brought a car charger. Okay, we'll see. How long?
Check the door.
Alright, it might be in the door.
I was like, how much longer are you going to be in the car?
An hour, it looks like.
I love how this podcast is slowly turning into Panda's car trips.
It really is me driving a lot. I do drive quite a bit.
Yes, you do.
Nope, nothing in there but the road.
Last week you were in a car for 3.5 hours.
Okay. Well, I was driving to Charlotte last time, so
there's the difference.
I was driving to the city. I'm only driving 2 hours away at this point. So
Okay, well there's the difference. 2 hours, that is different.
It's not a big deal at this point, and I'm also not driving this time, so it's.
Let's say you got your partner there driving for you, so that's nice.
Got a man, and I get to admire his biceps as we go. It's nice.
Yeah, it's so nice when you get to admire those.
You know what? I'm gonna screw you. I went to work one of the days when they asked me to bag, and so I came in literally just to bag, and it was it might have been Christmas. Might have been Christmas time. And they had me come in to bag, and I had a doctor's appointment that day, so I was wearing a muscle tank because I had blood drawn.
Ooh.
Yeah, I showed up to work, and literally Mel H was like, "Damn, Wolf, look at those biceps." I was like, oh, I got all shy. I was like, oh, thank you.
I want to work out my arms so people react like that when I wear tank tops.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't work out. All I do is do my job. Because it's a lot of upper body lifting, it makes my shoulders and my arms really good.
Whoa.
What?
You want to tell the audience member about what you're going to have to do next year?
I will in a minute. Let me brag about my next thing. I got called cute yesterday by a girl. While I was at work. Ooh.
She's excited.
She said, she was like, "Ooh, I really like your hair. You're very cute." I know, right? Because
No,
she
I
called
love
me
how
over and she was like, hey you. And I slowly turned around because I was like, I really hope because I was behind the customer service desk. I was like, I really hope she's not asking for help because I don't work up here. And I was like, I had an answer on the tip of my tongue, like, I'm sorry, like, I can't help you with that. But then she was like, no, I was just wanting you to know that I like your hair and you're really cute. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Because she was like, I could see from the look on your face, you looked very, like, your eyes, you looked very scared. I was like, oh, yes.
Oh my god. That would be me though.
Yeah, no, I love that immediately after the people I was checking out at register comment to him, it's like, is that your actual hair color?
Yeah, they're like, is that your actual haircut? I said, all natural. I said, I'm pretty sure if I try to dye it or something, either my family would kill me or the hairdresser would. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't survive.
Us.
Yeah, or you guys. But no, I like my hair. If anything, I would use like the hairspray or whatever to just like spray a small patch of it a different color, and it would just be that spray or whatever, that temporary spray that washes out. Like that's all I would do.
Yeah.
Like I see silver.
I think it's a pretty unique color. I think I'd keep it if I were you, So like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Also, I have unique coloring in my hair, guys. It's all natural, and most people pay hundreds of dollars to get this coloring. So I'm definitely keeping it.
Absolutely.
And it's almost impossible to get that shade even with dye.
Also, yeah, even with dye, it is nearly impossible to get this shade because my poor mother, bless her heart, tries to dye her hair, but she has to do highlights. She has to do highlights in her hair because they just can't get the shade right to match her hair. Which my hair is a different coloring than hers, but mine is a much more solid coloring of hers because hers is like a mixture of colors. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would kill me if I tried to dye my hair, so not doing that. Anyway, getting to the point where Muse was very excited about, and Shiota was excited about too, because the moment I showed up at work the other day, he automatically said, "Hey Wolf, tell H what I'm so excited about." And I was like, dude, see, I just walked in the door.
Oh, or when we were doing a recording and you tell us, and oh my god, we just turn towards each other and then turn back to you.
I know, they got so. I'll tell you, yeah, let's talk about that. So, long story short, went to the doctor's on Wednesday, so 2 days ago. Had more blood work done, because for whenever you're doing testosterone hormone therapy, they actually take blood like every 3 months for the first 3 years that you're on. Well, it's for the first 3 years that you're on it, and then once 2 to 3 years pass, then they do it every 6 months. It's just to make sure, because it can have a negative effect on different parts of your body sometimes, and they're trying to make sure that everything's stable and whatever. So, yeah. What is all my stuff stable? Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'll say no. I'm fine. Last time I went, actually, a few of my numbers were slightly high, so they had me lower the dosage. So that's what yesterday was about. She wouldn't. She was like, "I'll have you come back in 6 weeks, so we can just make sure like that the numbers are back down to where we want them." And so I'm assuming they are, which I think I should find out by this weekend. But she was like, "I'm pretty sure they'll be fine," and she was like, "You look fine, so they're probably fine." Well, she was like, "Well, you looked fine last time, and the numbers were slightly off, so who knows?"
Yeah, that's great science. You look fine, so they are going to be fine.
Anyway, but she did say, she was like, "Man, every time I see you, your voice is just deeper and deeper." And she was like, "And you look a little more muscular up there too, like up in my arms and stuff." Because whenever I go and I get blood work done, I always wear a tank top. I just normally throw a hoodie on over it. And she was like, "Yeah, man, you look muscular." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I said, "This is a mixture of work and needles."
Muscle, so it's like it's a little easier if you have higher.
But yeah, no. So
I can't be muscular.
I still haven't seen your arms yet, so.
My arms are chicken arms.
I meant Wolf's.
No, she hasn't seen mine because I'm
I know,
normally wearing a hoodie.
I know. Josh squeezed my arm I said that, and I was trying to tell him, don't squeeze mine. They are like chicken arms. You know that.
I was like, wouldn't he already know that? You guys have been together for how long?
Oh God, yeah. Seriously, yeah.
But the reason Muse and Shiota are very excited is because I was talking to her about I was talking to the doctor about top surgery and that whole process. So here's how the conversation went. Essentially, she was like, "Yeah, we try to encourage insurance to cover it and stuff." I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know if my insurance will cover it." She's like, "Oh, they will. Trust me, we have loopholes to get them to cover these things. We have ways of wording it where it makes them cover it." I was like, "Ooh, I like this." So basically, all I have to do is she has 3 doctors that she sends people to for top surgery, and so I'll just go to them, talk to them, and then send out each of their information to my insurance, and then see which my insurance, like how much my insurance will cover for each. So then I can determine, hey, this is who I'm going to, for price wise. Because I got a plan in my head. I'm gonna go to this doctor starting like at the end of summer. And then in the spring, I'm going to get the top surgery. Like, I got a plan. I know. I'm so excited. But these two are excited because of my job, it's a lot of upper lifting. And because of that,
don't they?
Because of that, they have point blank told me I would need to take 2 to 3 months off work because of this. And I was like, that's not a good thing. So then it was suggested that I just transferred apartments. And H actually had a good suggestion. She said that because of my anxiety, I can be the self-checkout person.
Hey, back off!
No, these two want me to be a cashier so they can send me through cashier boot camp.
Oh, you're still going to get it regardless.
Oh, I know I'm going to get it regardless, but I'm going to at least be working self-checkout because I don't want to interact with people.
It'd be like you'd switch back to the other department after your recovery time.
Exactly. I would say after my recovery time, because I'm pretty sure Doc would shoot me otherwise. I would switch back to my department.
I questioned though about the
almost all the departments.
Yeah. No, but Wolf, I question actually that logic because self-checkout, it's almost more confrontational than.
I find myself.
We'll figure something out. If anything, maybe I'll just be bagging or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but
maybe I'll be a bagger who can't do cart stuff. But they're very excited because that means. By the way, don't tell Doc. I haven't told Doc yet. I'm not telling him until I actually get a date for the surgery, which won't be till fall. I'm not telling him. I'm not telling him until I've made the appointment. Partially because I don't know if he'll be switched to another store or not, because you know how quick the turnaround is on people. And at the same time, I don't want him to start trying to murder me before I get there. Muse?
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, no, but I just loved it where we were doing a recording a couple days ago, and Wolf tells Shiota and I this. We look at him, turn towards each other, turn back to him, we both say, cashier boot camp.
They both say, in sync, literally were like, cashier boot camp. And I was just like, oh no, hell no. No. If you do it, I better get a treat like she did.
Oh, don't worry, we'll definitely make sure you get treats and be trained like a dog. Oh, and the best part is, because Shiota taught me, and I'm doing so well, I'm getting promoted, I believe, next month.
Actually, a thing about that, H has gone ahead and said, when this does happen, we are going to sit down with you 3 and set guidelines and rules for the other two, for you two. For you and Shiota. She said that she's going to make rules for you guys to follow.
What?
So you don't have too much power over me.
Oh no, she won't be able to stop us.
Oh yes, she will. She's gonna set rules for you two. She point blank told me. She was like, "Oh, don't worry." She's like, "I'm glad you told me that because now I can start coming up with rules and guidelines for them to follow."
If she still is around, like you said, turnover rate.
I actually have to go because my phone is on 3%.
Okay. Oh, Panda. Okay, this podcast will probably just be shorter anyway.
Okay.
Hey, you
Well,
can still talk a little bit.
No, that's what I know. We'll talk, but it'll
all
probably
right.
be a
Well,
shorter
I love
podcast
you
anyway.
guys. It was so good to see you.
You
Okay. Talk
too.
to you.
I
Okay.
love how she
Last.
says "see you" when we can't even see
Well, you know
her.
what I
But
mean.
yes, I know what you
You
mean.
know what I meant.
Yes,
All
we know
right.
what you meant.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Should I text her about what we're doing later to invite her? Cause she'll be
Uh,
home by then,
she,
maybe.
no, she's going. She's grabbing dinner, I think, with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she won't be able to.
Wow, boo. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I find that funny that H tells you that. Like,
She
okay,
was like, we need to make ground rules for you guys. And I was like, why?
Yeah,
She's like, because if you three are gonna work together, we need to do something.
yeah, because again, I'm potentially, or I am going to be promoted within the next couple months to being a CS clerk, and with that means I'm above cashiers, and so with Wolf coming in next spring.
Yeah, but I won't technically be a cashier. I'll just be trained in one. So then, it's a temporary thing. It's a
You're
temporary
going to get a
thing.
number.
I know.
You get a number.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said you'll
you
get a number.
which means you're a cashier.
I don't care because I will be ditching said number and throwing it down the drain and burning it in fire, like literally 2 months later. So
yes, but for those 2 months, you are Shiota and I, little puppet.
no,
I was about to say bitch, but no.
No, because H is going to set ground rules for you guys.
No, but yeah.
And I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to Shiota. I'm listening to Shiota, not you. You can go suck a dick.
Okay, he's going to be busy, so you will have to.
No, I'll listen to you if I deem it necessary.
Bitch.
No, I'm just not a nope. Doesn't matter if I get a number or anything. I'm not a cashier. I'm a dairy frozen person in a temporary transfer, which I will be leaving for.
Yeah. Wait, how long are you thinking of staying with work? Like, you get your master's next year, don't you? Or
I get it at the end of next summer.
Next summer. So are you immediately going to be moving?
Oh, I'll like literally at the beginning of summer, like when my last 2 classes will start when I sign up for them, I'll be already putting in job applications for somewhere else. Okay, I just don't know how quickly I'll get it.
Okay. And that's a little worrisome. Okay.
Why?
Just because we've talked about you and I potentially
I'm staying here.
Wait, I thought you were moving out of state.
No. I'll go wherever my job takes me, but I'm only applying to places in state.
Oh.
Where the hell did you get out of state?
For some reason, I thought you were going to Virginia.
What? No.
Oh my! Holy crap! Your voice. Holy.
You're telling me it just hurt my ear. What? Where on earth are you making up these conversations, Muse? You are hearing things. We never talked about this.
I thought because you said you wanted to work for the federal government, you talked about this.
I said I want to work for the federal government, but I have to work up to that. I can't just go up to them and be like, hire me.
For some reason, I thought...
First, I have to work for a state agency. Then I can work for the government.
For some reason, I thought you were immediately trying to go for that, and you were going to try and move out of state.
Oh, guys, Muse is hallucinating again. I don't know where she gets this stuff. Because I never once said that. I just want to point that out.
Seriously thought you... Okay, oh my god, that changes things.
Yeah.
In my mind... Oh my god, that changes things.
Yeah, so we definitely will still be moving in together with the potential third person who is apparently asleep. He woke up long enough to pop in and say hi. But No. The plan is still the same, hun. I don't know where you got that other stuff, though. Holy jeez. Muse, you hallucinate a lot of conversations, don't you? Because this isn't the first time you've done this.
You know how Rob has told me I have a little friend on the shoulder? Maybe that's who's been leaking the info.
Leaking the info? Ain't leaking, I think you mean making up the info. Leaking info means that it exists. There's nothing to link, it doesn't exist.
Sure there is.
No.
Come on.
No.
Okay,
No.
no, I think that was just like in my head. It was like a fear or something.
Ah, well, that's an odd fear to have. Let me just tell you that.
Hi, I'm Muse. I have abandonment issues.
Yeah, I'm very aware of it. Trust me, very aware, Muse. But yeah, no, so. Nope, you just hallucinated an entire conversation that never happened.
A woman to talking about the. Okay, yep. No, it's I legitimately thought. I don't know. For some reason, I thought you mentioned. Okay, the Virginia thing was completely on me, but for some reason, I thought you mentioned like moving out of state at some point. I guess I thought you meant like once you got your master's.
You probably thought that because I said I'll move wherever my job takes me, but I'm not moving out of state unless my job requires me to move out of state. And to even get to the federal government level, I have to first work for the state government and gain experience.
Well, considering how smart you are.
Well, listen, yes.
You're already at the top of your class, practically. Or you are.
This class, no, only because my professor sucks at making tests.
Class meaning your...
Oh, you mean GPA in general? Yeah, no, definitely. No, I am at the top of my class in GPA, in terms of GPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know like, that almost means nothing now when it comes to workforce, but still, like, you're way up there.
Yeah, listeners, I graduated high school with a 4.0 GPA. I graduated college as an undergrad with my bachelor's with a 3.7 GPA, and I currently, in my master's program, after being on, it's only my third class I'm in, I have a 4.0 GPA.
Yeah, weren't you able to graduate with, what was it, cum
laude? No. Because there was no cum laude program for my degree.
If there was, you probably would have gotten it.
Yes, if there was, I would have gotten it. Plus, for cum laude, I want to say you had to have a 3.8 GPA, not a 3.7. I remember thinking I was only 0.1 away from it. Because otherwise, I would have been cum laude.
So, is it for, like, 3.8 and for... I thought there was one for if you're above 3.5.
No.
Or is it above 4?
It's above 4. If you're above a 3.8, I think you get laude, and if you're above a 4.0, you get cum laude.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I remember thinking, man, I'm 1 off. I'm 0.1 off. Let me tell you a funny story. Some of my friends that I play video games with, were watching that. One of them, he works around heavy machinery all day, and he is a little hard of hearing. He thought that the people, he was like, why weren't you one of those things? And I said, what do you mean one of those things? And he said, Stallion, bless your heart. He said, the come loudly people. I said, it took me a minute. I was texting him. I wasn't even texting. We were actually talking on Xbox because we were playing a game. You should just see my character in game freeze. And he's like, why'd you freeze? And I was like, no! was like, no. I was like, you mean cum laude? I was like, it's Latin. No, cum laude. He was like, oh, I thought it was cum loudly. I said, no. It's like, no.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because he was like, because he was talking. He was like, well, yeah, was it our fault? You playing video games with us, was it our fault for doing this? I said, no. It's because technically it is possible to get it for my degree in anthropology. However, because of how hard it is to get a degree in anthropology, because you have to take osteology, and osteology is a class where 50% of the class will fail, and of that 50%, only half of them will retake the class, the other half will drop the major and change majors. Because that class is so hard, it's very, very rare for somebody with a bachelor's in anthropology to get laude or cum laude. And the fact that I got so close, is an achievement in its own. I'd like to point out, I would have gotten it if I scored slightly higher in that class.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm over here barely scraping by with a 3.01.
Look at the bright side. You're smarter than jocks.
No! Half the fucking jocks were smarter than me!
Not at our high school.
Okay,
our high school, all the jocks.
School.
I would say our high school, those jocks, Jesus Christ, I saw some of their GPAs. Like, clearly they didn't pay attention to their work.
Yeah, no, high school, I think I had a 3.4. And then first couple of years of college, it was only a 2.9. Then I was able to get it up to, I think in the end, a 3.1. But that was overall, like, in my department, I was able to get a 3.6. But, yeah. Normal classes, I suck.
That's fine. Again, teaching, people's response to the things they're being taught, it's different for everyone. Some things click and some don't.
Yeah.
For example, for me, I had to take math tutoring every single year since I was in, elementary school. Because it just took longer for that stuff to click in my head. Or the method that the teachers were trying to teach just made no sense to me, and I had my own method. But you know how teachers were. You gotta show your work using their method. And I could just never get their method to work for me. So I had to do tutoring I could do that. Yeah, so I had to do tutoring just so I could learn their method, despite me already knowing how to do it. I didn't know how to do their method. I just couldn't get it to work. And no, it took forever for things. It would take forever for things to click in my head. And
speaking of math, I might try and take a couple courses at community in math.
You should.
Just because, in regards of any classes outside of art, math was the only subject where I understood, and I was in honors math quite a lot. And I suck at testing, but even for some reason, when I take tests with math, I do so much better. Because it's not trying to memorize it's problem solving, and that's what one of my strongest attributes are. So, in regards to that, it's math has always come easy to me. So yeah, I was actually talking to my father about this last night. God, that was
I'm telling you, it's just different subjects come easier to different people. Literature is super easy for me. When I was in 4th grade, I qualified for a 12th grade reading level. By the time I was in middle school, I qualified for college reading level. It's just different things come easier to different people.
Yeah. Literature, I didn't have a struggle with. It's writing. But sadly, writing comes along with freaking literature.
Yeah, the only issue I had was when they would talk about nouns and verbs and stuff. I had to do tutoring for that when I was in 7th grade. Because I remember the teacher I had was very, very nice about it. I could technically say her name because she's not... Good luck finding her. She's not at the school anymore. She moved back to her home, which is a different country, so good luck. But yeah, no, she would tutor me in it because that was the year when they would give us those tests and they'd be like, underline the nouns, circle the verbs, circle or use a different highlighter for certain things, and I never understood it.
Those, the ones that always trip me up was adverbs. I hate adverbs. Nouns and verbs, I could understand. Adjectives, I guess, kind of understand. Adverbs, fuck that, no.
Yeah, no, I understood none of them. Because to me, they were just words that fit in a sentence and worked. It was like, well, why do you need to know all this other stuff for them? And it was like, well, because it's important. I'm like, in what way is it important that we know this? Yeah. Which the answer is it's not, because we haven't used that knowledge since. But, whatever.
Yeah. Interesting enough, I found stuff from my elementary, from kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it fascinating where I was looking at it and, mind you, this is a level where it's like, what is this? What is this? Try and piece these words together. And I struggled with that because, one, English was not my first language.
I'll say, to be fair, at the age, you were from a different country, so yeah, you kind of would struggle from that.
Yeah, I wasn't able to speak English, I think, till I was 4 or 5, and then it wasn't until 6 where I really started talking.
I'll say, yeah, there still was that language barrier.
Yeah, because, mind you, okay, I found VHS tapes that my father recorded me at my orphanage, and the babushkas were talking to me talking to me in my language. I'm not comfortable saying where or any of that at the moment.
I would not say where or any of it at the moment either.
Yeah, but talking to me in my language. Although I think anyway.
I'm pretty sure you said it in the past.
They probably know, but yeah, but at the
regardless, you live here now, so you moved here when you were 2, so it doesn't matter.
3.
You have 3. You have no relation to the place.
Yeah, but they talked to me in my language, and I understood them, was able to communicate with them, and then my parents are like, oh, good job, and I just look at them, it's like, what? What are you saying?
I'll say, it's like if you're an English speaker, if you hear people talking other languages, it's like, I can pick up a few tidbits of your conversation, but what? I know, it just sounds like a bunch of, jibber jabber going over your head. I took 3 years of Spanish, which is why I try to learn other languages, or at least tidbits of other languages, so I can understand a little bit of what people are saying. Because I don't want to be clueless. I don't want to be the clueless American. Come on, I want to know a little bit.
Yeah, for me, it's okay, I can hear accents and I can pinpoint a lot of where at work, I did not realize how many European people come to our work. I've met so many people from England, Germany, France, Poland.
We got a lot. We got a good bit of diverse people coming in.
Yeah, I was so surprised by this. And the only reason I found out is because half of them so many people comment on my name. I did not realize it gives away so much.
Oh yeah, no, your name unfortunately is very distinctive to the country. And I say unfortunately because at the current time, guys, let's just say there are tensions related to this country, unfortunately. And despite her moving here when she was 3 years old, there are some people who are very adamant about threatening her right now, and it pisses me off. Because because I don't know if we won't go into it in detail, but you did receive a death threat at work the other day.
People like you and Shiota have said, like, technically it is a death threat. And
because it is!
Okay, you know what, fuck it. Like, they know I'm Ukrainian. This is a very bad thing that's happening in the world right now with my country. And yes, I've had a couple customers say mean things, telling me, like, to go back and things like that. And
yeah, to go back or to just die.
Yeah, and
which if any of our listeners are like that and you're thinking that right now, piss off.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but yeah, I've gotten so much support though from I've gotten a lot of support from a lot of customers because, again, my name gives away that I am.
Well, that and the fact that you painted your nails in the Ukrainian flag.
I did that, want to show support, but also so people don't ask, like, where are you from, or assume, like, I am potentially Russian. I put the flag in my nails, and then it's like, this is my country.
So, yeah. Again, I'd like to point out, you moved here when you're 3. You're an American. Like, you haven't gone back to visit. You don't have any family over there.
Well,
that you know of, or have been in contact with.
Yeah, there we go.
So, as far as I'm concerned, it makes you like a full-fledged American. Yeah, there are people in this country who disagree.
Every single freaking American is European, some other origin.
I'll say, people don't see it when they look at me. They think I'm from Europe. I'm like 70% Spanish, as in my descendants came from Spain.
Well, technically, that's Europe.
Yeah, but it's not like, they think I'm up in like the upper part of Europe, not the lower part. Well, that's what I meant. I didn't explain it thoroughly. They think I'm in the upper part of Europe. I'm actually in the lower part of Europe. I believe one of the lowest points of Europe.
Spain is technically low west. The lowest point, I think, is Italy.
Well, I mean, not as low as Italy, obviously, but it's along there.
Yeah, it's along the bottom.
Yeah, that's why that. But, like, I don't look it.
No, you don't.
I'm pale as a vampire. I'm pale as hell, so they think I'm from Upper Europe.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
And it surprises a lot of people when I contradict them and I say otherwise.
Yeah, but going back to, like I understand the going way back to talking about, like, tutoring and such. It's because, yeah, I had the language barrier, and so I found my notes from kindergarten where my teachers, like, would write on it for my parents, where it's like, oh, she's doing such a great job, she's struggling on these words, and it's like, but I looked at the ones from kindergarten up to 3rd grade, and there's it starts off at a very low level where it's pretty bad, but then it just grows into getting better.
Yeah, but that's understandable. English was your second language. You can't really judge somebody based on that fact. Because if English is your second language, like... If English is your second language, you really shouldn't be judged for it.
And yet.
Yeah, and yet Americans are incredibly judgmental.
Yeah, because apparently, even though I've been here most of my life, apparently because of that, and because I've been around English for most of my life, I should not be having difficulties where it's like, yet I still struggle I struggle very much with grammar and spelling and just writing in general, just because it has never clicked fully with me. And also, it doesn't help that third grade screwed me.
Well, also, the English language is incredibly difficult. Like,
It's like
for
third
example,
hardest, I think.
words that we spell a certain way here in America get spelled differently in different parts of the world. Like, what the hell is up with that? Americans, we have daylight saving time still, that we're still arguing about getting rid of. Yeah, for some reason we haven't, despite being the only country that actually recognizes it.
Oh, Jesus.
Americans are kind of screwed up.
Yeah, and it's like going with language. Like, I struggled for the longest time with the word two, because you have two as in a number. Two with two O's, and then two with just a single O.
And they sound the exact same.
Yeah, two, two, two.
It's like the number 4 and 4. Like, if you're for something, or the number 4. They sound the exact same.
Yeah. Yeah, and, yeah. Now, no, through, though, like, so many of our words sound or so similar to each other. It's like, what do these... I still struggle with two with two O's and two with one O. Like, that one has never clicked, and I don't think that one is ever going to click.
I don't think anybody's ever going to blame you for that not clicking, because that, again, the English language is ridiculously hard for some stupid reason.
Yeah. This has been a weird episode.
Yeah, first we were admiring Shiota's thighs, and now we've gone to insulting America. Now we've gone to insulting the American language. Perhaps we should wrap it up there then.
Yes.
Alright, let's get all this. Here we go. Salt. We went to salt. We told you about our weeks. We told you about different aspects. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you are American and you're wondering why we're insulting, we're also American, so piss off. We can insult ourselves, okay? You guys know we're telling the truth about some of this.
Yeah, and please, for the love of God, if you say any comments towards me specifically or towards my country, stop listening. Just leave.
Yes, and for those of you who are listening to this on YouTube or any of the other web pages where you can listen to podcasts and leave comments, I see those. There is a reason I don't have it so the Misfits have access to our accounts and stuff. Because I am the first line of defense. I get an email whenever people leave comments. So, I see those. And I go through them. So, yeah. You are being judged. You are being judged.
Yeah, so those who are very supportive and listen and are understanding, thank you. And thank you for
Please keep listening
with us.
Yes, we really appreciate you. Those who are not like that, go away. We don't want you here.
Piss off.
This is not the podcast for you. You need to pick up one of those podcasts where literally all they talk about is how they hate everybody else, and they go, yeah, we're Americans, guns, pew pew.
Hey, Jonas.
Exactly. But, yeah, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys keep listening. Thank you for those who have continued to listen. I do keep an eye on our stats and stuff. So thank you. I do see that a lot of you come back. We really appreciate that. We hope you have a lovely day, a lovely weekend, lovely next week. Stay safe. Be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Especially nowadays, unfortunately, with everything going on in the world. So, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.